Hello everybody and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. Today we'll be unboxing another group of WATA certified video games, all freshly graded and back from WATA. Now this is actually our complete August submission. So if you actually watched our video back in August when we pre-screened each one of these games, we're getting all those games back today. We got a complete submission back, which is unusual right now. I don't know if you guys are sending any collectible to any grading company. It really doesn't matter which one. They're all having parts problems. So to get a complete submission back, it's really tough right now. But we actually got every game from our August submission back. Excited to cut into this and show you guys what we got back. I think there was some Atari, if I remember correctly, some really rare Atari, and some Xbox and PS2, I think, in this group. So should be some really cool games in here. We got two boxes here, one little teeny box. We're going to start with that one first. Let's go ahead and cut into this and show you guys what we got back. Set this over here. Okay, there's 3 games in this one here. Let's see what we have first. Okay. Trying to find a place for this box. Let's get it started here with Red Dead Revolver. Now we got a 9.4 B+ on this. The 9.4 we were expecting, but the B+ is a little bit of a surprise. Not exactly sure why we got the B+ here. I don't recall any tears in the seal, but there must have been something we missed, because to get a B+ you have to have a pretty sizable tear. But anyway, Red Dead Revolver, a 9.4 B+. We're gonna have to examine this one here a little bit later, see if we agree with that B+. All right. See what we have next. Alright, PlayStation 2. Here we have Katamari Damacy. Now this is a 9.6A. Once again, I think we were expecting the 9.6 out of this. The A could have been a little bit better. We like to see A+ at least, but these games, you know, the PS2 games, we talk about this all the time. They're famous for getting scuffs on these seals. So if the seal is all scuffy, you're probably going to get an A, even if there's no tears or anything in it. If I recall correctly, this one here had some scratches that are it was a little scuffy to begin with. Yeah, you can see scuffing on this. So 9.6A, not too bad for this game. This is a very popular title. We've had a lot of orders for this game. Tough to find now. It used to be a lot more prevalent on the market. But, you know, we try to pick these up whenever we can. 9.6A, it's a great grade for this particular title. I think 9.6 is the highest grade we've ever had on this title. I don't think we've ever seen a 9.8 yet. All right. The last game in this little teeny box here. Here we have Kingdom Hearts 2, a 9.6A. Now this one here, very collectible, very highly collectible. And this here is the Disney title of the Disney cover, the holographic Disney cover here with the Disney characters. If you can see the holograph. The 9.6A on this. Once again, I think we've only ever seen a 9.6 on this. I don't think we've seen a 9.8. Very highly collectible. People love this title, especially this holographic cover. So this is a great grade on this game. Glad to get a 9.6 out of this. Hoping for a 9.8, but once again, even with the holographic covers here, they do a really good job of showing all the scuffs on the seal. So these games, a lot of scuffing on these seals, but we still got an A out of it, so we're happy with that. And we got a sticker. Okay, let's move this little box out of the way. All right, let's get into the big one here. Let's see what we have. Okay. I think we have 11 games in here. One game short of a full box, but if I recall correctly, there was only the 14 titles in here. So we have the 11 here and the 3 that we just opened. So let's go ahead and get started. This should be some of the really rare title Atari, so super excited about this group. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you know I'm an Atari guy. All right, and let's get it started off right with Pac-Man. Here we have Pac-Man. Now this is the not for resale, this is the pack-in version. We got a 7.0 B+. Now this one here, we thought we were gonna get a B+ on. When we pre-screened this, I know we caught a tear in the seal down here. So we knew we were going to get a B+ out of this one, but 7.0, we wish that was a little higher, but this box wasn't in perfect shape. But once again, this is the pack-in version, the not for resale sticker here, and this is a cellophane sealed version. You know, like I've mentioned, if you guys go back and watch that August pre-screen video, the sealed versions, especially the sealed pack-in versions with the pack-in sticker here, the not for resale sticker, super tough to find and high grade. So 7.0 is not a high grade, but it's a higher grade that you're going to find for this particular title in cellophane and the pack-in version. Because like I said, these were actually packed with the system. They didn't last all that well in those boxes with the system in there banging around as well with these cardboard boxes. But once again, super good grade. You know, for a pack-in, for a game that old, it was actually packed in with the console itself. 7.0 B+. I wish it wasn't a B+, but like I said, we did notice that big tear before we sent it in. 7.0 B+. Happy enough with that. Like I mentioned before, we're trying to get all the Pac-Man we can because those are drying up on the market. Okay. Here we have our second Pac-Man. This is a 7.5 NS. This one here had the no seal on it when we sent it in. This box actually looked a little bit... Oh, no it didn't. I thought this looked a little bit nicer than the other one, but there's a little color missing off the edges here where it was rubbed, and there is a ding in both these corners here. So the box isn't in great condition. 7.5. We probably would have given this one a 7 and that one there a 7.5, but 7.5 is okay for a Pac-Man title. Like I said, Pac-Mans you don't really see in high grade that often. You know, so anything over 7.0 we're happy with. Let's see what we have next. Oh. Uh-oh. Here we have E.T., the extraterrestrial. Look at this, a 6.5A red seal of death. Now, this is not good. I don't know if you guys have gotten any red seals back from WATA. The red seal means that there's mold inside the cellophane. It means the game is going to continue to deteriorate after it's been graded by WATA. It's similar to, I think, the purple label that NGC gives coins if there's environmental damage, and they anticipate that the coin might continue to deteriorate inside the holder. They give it that purple label. Same thing with the red label here. That means the game will, when they graded it, it was a 6.5, but it could possibly deteriorate further after it's been holdered due to the mold in the box, on the box. That's too bad. 6.5A, that's pretty much unsellable. Nobody wants to buy a game that's going to get worse and worse over years, so disappointed with that. We didn't see the mold. We saw the rubbing under there, but we thought it was actually the rubbing from the cellophane on the box, but actually it was mold, I guess. Disappointed with that one, but I think we had 4 ETs in this particular submission, so hopefully it'll only get better. Here we have our second ET. Now this is a 7.0A+. Once again, this group was all sealed. You know, typically you see these NS, no seals, but this group here was all cellophane sealed. So super excited to send this group in. We really thought they were going to be a little higher grade in the 8, 5, 9 range. So the 6.5 red star, the 6.5 red seal label, not getting off to a good start. 7.0, still a little lower than we thought we were going to get on these. Looking at the boxes inside the holders though, they don't really look as nice as they did outside the holders, so we can see why this one here got the glow grade it did. Some crushing here on the back. I don't remember it being that bad, but like I said, in these games, 40 years old, still wrapped in cellophane, you know, it's tough to get a perfect game. This one here had a little crushing. 7.0, A+, you know, at least we got an A+ on the seal. Our third ET, and we got one more after this. Oh, they seem to progressively be getting better. here we have a 7.5 A+. At least it's getting better on the grades. Once again, these are all cellophane sealed, so that's why we sent them all in. We didn't really care too much about the grade. We figured they'd be high mid-grade or lower high-grade games. But, you know, like I said, we thought we were going to get at least in the 8 ranges. So not too happy with them. Not too happy with them, but like I said, win some, you lose some. We have our final ET for this submission. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we have a 9.0A. And look at this. This is the one with that big ripple in the seal. You know, the big pull across the seal there. You know, where this seal has been slid back and forth and kind of pulled over. This overlap seam has been kind of pulled back. If it wasn't for that hang tab on top, it probably would have ripped open. But this one here actually got the highest grade of all of them. This is a 9.0A. So, pleased with that. This box actually looks great. I remember when we did our pre-screen video, we thought this box actually looked perfect. And in our opinion, it looks a little bit better than a 9. This actually looks like probably a 9.4 or 9.2. There is a little teeny corner crushing there. In our opinion, this should have been 9.2, but 9.0, that's the best of the group. At least we got one in the 9s. Okay, let's see what we got next. All right, this starts our defenders. We had 2 defenders in this submission. Here we have our first defender. This is the one with the little price stickers on it. This is a 9.0A. Now, I think I mentioned this when we did our pre-screen. These little stickers, we typically don't buy the games with the stickers on them, but this was so small it doesn't really interfere with the artwork. I think there's another one here on the side. And sometimes it's cool just to see what the games originally sold for 40 years ago. So sometimes it's cool just to see them with the price stickers. When they're on the sides, we don't mind as much. On the artwork, we typically don't buy them that way. But once again, this is super small. We definitely thought we were going to get better than a 9.0. I think we thought both of these would be in the mid-9s, like 9.4, 9.6. You know, that box actually looks... That box actually looks great. We may send this one back to be reevaluated. This one here actually looks like it should have been a higher grade. So with this a 9.0 A+, if we do send this back, we'll let you guys know if we get an upgrade on this. We don't really see anything wrong with this box. Should be a 9.4. So if we send this back, we'll let you guys know. But otherwise, 9.0 A+. All right, this is our second defender. Here you go. Here we have an 8.5 A+. That's even worse than the first one. And no stickers on this one. Let me see if I can figure out why we got an 8.5 on this. Oh, there's a little teeny crushing on the corners here. I guess there's crushing on all the corners on the bottom. Very, very, very light, though. You know, 8.5, that's probably fair. You know, there was some crushing there. We didn't really catch that. It looked a little bit better before we sent it in. It looked a little bit better with outside the holder. But we can see the crushing. 8.5 A+. That's what we got on that one. A little disappointed with this group. You know, we thought we were going to get some higher grades, especially on the ET. Really didn't think we were going to get a red seal, but what can you do? All right, now here we go. This is one of my favorite games for the Atari 2600 and one that we spent years trying to find. Here we have Kaboom. This is a 7.5 A+ purple box. Now, there's only been a handful of these graded that we know of. I mean, because we never see them ever come up graded. We've only actually seen one ever come up to auction, and that was a couple days ago in the most recent Heritage auction. So we've only ever seen one come to auction. We know of a couple out there with collectors that have been graded, but these games, you do not see these games sealed. You do not see these games complete in box anymore. This is super cool to have this, and they came in purple and pink boxes. This here is the purple box version. 7.5, I think that's what we thought we were going to get out of this, because there was some noticeable dings and damage to the box. But 7.5, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, you don't see these games. I don't think there's any in super high grade out there. So a 7.5 A+ on that, we're happy with that. just to have a copy, a sealed copy of this game in our collection, in our inventory here. That's great. We're pleased with that. Oh, this is the other rare title that we sent in. Here we have the Miss Pac-Man. Now this here is the 1982 box. This here has the Super Graphics sticker on the front, right here on the bottom. This is 7.0A+. Now, this one here, we thought we were going to get a little higher grade on this one. There is a kind of a medium crushing here on this corner, but that's kind of it. There's a couple little dings on the side here on the back. Once again, we thought we were going to get a little higher grade on that. We got a 7.0. I think we were expecting an 8.0, so we're like 1 point off on that. But it's a point that matters because it's a 7 down from an 8. But once again, Miss Pac-Man, you do not really see these 1982 boxes sealed with this, the ones with the Super Graphics sticker here. You don't really see these that much on the market. So 7.0, we can live with that. We don't have any 1982 Miss Pac-Man in inventory right now, so we can't really compare it against anything. 7.0 is fine. All right, and this is our last game in this unboxing, and this was the Pitfall. This is a 9.2A+. Now, if you guys recall, this is the one we actually sent in. I think this was the VGA 90 that we sent in to have crossed over. We really thought we were going to get a much better grade on this, like a 9.6 at least. Anytime we send a 9.0 in, VGA 90, I mean, they typically cross pretty high, 9.4, 9.6. This one here crossed over to 9.2. Don't really know why it crossed over so low. I don't see anything at all wrong with this box. Once again, we may send this one here back to be reevaluated. This one looks like it should be a little bit higher grade. There's a couple, there actually might be a little dinging on top there, but we might send this back to be reevaluated. We expected at least a 9.4, 9.6 out of this. 9.2A+, this was the VGA crossover. Just goes to show, just because it's a VGA 90 doesn't mean you're going to get a 9.8 out of WATA. I think we've sent in 85s, VGA 85s, and got like 9.6s. So VGA grading is a little inconsistent when you're crossing it over. It's kind of hard to tell what you're going to get. Once again, we thought we'd get a little bit better grade on this. 9.2A+. We can live with that. So there you have the 14 games from our August submission. If you guys want to go back and look at our pre-screening, please go back and check out the video that we posted in August. But please feel free to drop any comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.